Alright, we got some more deck lists coming out of some events here. This was a deck list from a case tournament, got top 16 underneath new format. So we got to show some love to the ABC players out there, the whole four of you that are massively excited that Dragon Turd has moved back to a number higher than one. I also see that you also being cool, you get access to Red Eyes Dragoon in your deck. You also have access to the Cha-Ching or Nothing OTK, which, I mean, hey, we take these, right? So, we have triple copies of A Assault Core, triple copies of B Buster Drake, and triple copies of the Sea Crush Wyvern. Nothing else special, just playing 9 straight copies still. Then we have triple copies of Phantasme, triple copies of Gamma Seal, triple copies of Jizakuru, and triple copies of Parallel Exceed. You do not understand how broken life is until you're writing a Parallel Exceed into victory off of an extension combo, because summoning this to a link arrow, getting an additional 2 clears for more link materials is really good. We have the 2 copies of the Union Driver, beautiful extender. This card does a lot of work for this deck. Then we have 1 Dark Magician and 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon, wrapping up the monster lineup for this list. Spells, we have 1 Double or Nothing, triple copies of that Interrupted Kaiju Slumber. You're pushing, or you're really promoting that OTK factor here. That's why, if your opponent's got a Floodgate monster up on the field, you don't care. Alright, we're just going to roll face across our keyboard, and we're going to ensure that we get the chance to win the game through this extension of combo. We have 1 Red Ice Fusion, because playing more than that is really bad. 1 Terraforming, and then we have triple copies of Unauthorized Reactivation. So this lets us target a machine monster we control. We can equip 1 appropriate Union monster from our hand or deck to that monster, but the Union monster you equipped cannot be special summoned this turn. So it turns off the ability for you to extend on out, which I perfectly understand. You can't allow us to equip and then special, because that's like putting 2 monsters on the field, and we're seeing how that's going right now. We have triple copies of Union Hanger wrapping up the main deck. Well, besides 3 Imperm, but just triple Imperm. Then in the extra deck, we have 1 Union Carrier, 1 copy of Zero Boros, 1 copy of the Verte Anaconda for shenanigans, 1 Platinum Gadget, 1 IP with 1 Decode Talker. Decode Shenanigans are still pretty good with this deck, just to power up. We have 1 Utopia Double and 1 Utopia, 1 Exciton Knight with 1 Digester Emerald, 1 copy of Starving Venom, 1 Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, 1 Dragostopelia, and 2 copies of ABC Dragon Turd. Side deck here we have 1 Pankratops, 2 copies of Seer Mode, triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, triple copies of Super Polymerization, triple copies of Anti-Smell Fragrance, and triple copies of Evenly Matched, wrapping up this ABC list. Honestly, this is one of the cases where, if you hard draw one of these bricks, it should not hurt you, especially in a deck like this, because this deck is designed to functionally be able to plow through bricks. Honestly, this deck is also the master of 1 to 2 card combos and being able to set up, push through, and break those boards. You do have the access to the kaijus. You have access to Red Ice Fusion to help you break over those kaijus. Giving your opponent a kaiju plus another monster, plus Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, will probably end up winning you the game. Henceforth, why this thing is so busted at this point in time in the game. So, very straightforward, super easy. I like it. Alright. Next up, we have Water again. Okay, so Water lost Jet Synchron, lost a lot of the Auroradon combo that it was previously doing, but they still left us the necessary pieces for us to still do things, Holly 5-Rex and Link Cross. So now, we're just going to have to do Despot shenanigans to kind of get through our day. But this deck still is going to be doing the same thing that it was doing previously. It's going to combo up. You're going to use Minstrel to take away your opponent's hand traps, and then you're still going to be putting up really intimidating boards at your opponent. Especially end a combo here, you'll be able to drop out the Dark Dragoon after you've done climbing up your link ladders and things like that. So, we have triple copies of Ash Blossom, enjoy spring. Triple copies of the Atlantean Dragoons, because searchability to get to those key cards is absolutely needed. Remember, Molan Glacia is like still a very good card in today's format. Like this in combination with a Dark Dragoon is pretty much death for most of the metagame. We have 2 copies of Heavy Infantry, 1 copy of Marksman, triple copies of Deep Sea Diva, triple copies of Minstrel, 1 copy of Deskbot 001, 1 copy of Lapis Dragon, with 1 Abyss Gund, with 1 copy of Abyss Mander, with 2 copies of the Abyss Megalo, triple copies of Stew, but of course, 1 copy of Mula Glacium, 1 copy of Niptibus, 1 copy of the Ronin Totem with triple copies of Swap Frog. We're still using that bare minimal Frog engine to be able to capitalize and make boards. We have 1 copy of Dark Magician and 1 copy of Red Eyes Black Dragon. And then we have 2 copies of Deep Sea Aria, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 1-for-1, and then 2 copies of the Red Eyes Fusion, wrapping up the main deck. Extra deck down here, we have 1 Verte Anaconda, 1 Avermax. This card's still pretty good, especially like in this day and age, like OTK Machine Go. We have 1 Link Karibo, 1 Link Ross, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 Alley Fibrex, 1 Barricade Borg Blocker, 1 Apollosa, and of course the spice on the cake here. Being able to Abyss Mander, level up your big Mermill guys, and then be able to make the True King of All Calamities. This will be a sub-win condition for a lot of your games. We have 1 Totally Awesome, 1 Martial Metal, and 1 Crocozor, 1 Formula, 1 copy of Red Eyes Dark Dragoon, and 1 Borreload Savage Dragon, wrapping up this relatively spicy water list for everybody. And I do hope that if you guys are looking to play water out there, give this list a shot, alright? Like, it's really cool being able to roll face and go, oh, Dark Dragoon at the end of, Molan Glacier ripping cards from the opponent's hand and so forth. Last but not least, I have another Dragon Link list for everybody. Now remember, Dragon Link has been constantly evolving as of the beginning of this format, which is like a week old at this point. I've already seen 4 different variants of this deck that players are just trying. This is more or less 50 cards, a little bit funner, I would say, because the 60 card variants are a little bit crazy to me, but alas, here we are. So we have 1 copy of Absol Dragon, triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 copy of the Black Dragon Collapse Serpent, triple copies of the Black Metal Dragon, general 1-for-1 target, also, searches for Darkness Metal so we can start a combo. We have 1 copy of Levineer, 1 copy of Buster's Whelp, 1 Dragoonity Phalanx, triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of ITT, I draw an extra card, 1 Brotar, triple copies of the Cyframe Gamma, 1 Red Rose Dragon, 1 Red MD, 1 copy of Rocket Recharger, triple copies of Rocket Tracer, triple copies of Starleash Safe Fort, with the 1 Wyvern Buster, the 1 White Rose Dragon, and the 1 Cyframe Driver. Spells, we have the 1 Boot Sector Launch, the triple Chaos Space, 1 Dragon Ravine, 1 Divine Lance, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 1-for-1, triple copies of Quick Launch, triple copies of World Legacy Guard Dragon, and triple copies of Infinite Impermanence, wrapping up your main deck. Down here in the extra deck, we have 1 Union Care, 2 copies of Striker Dragon, 1 Protector Whelp, 1 Link Cross with 1 Heavenly Spheres, Pisty and LP of course, 1 Romulus, 1 Halifibrax, 1 Boral Sword, and 1 copy of Apollosa. Then we have 1 Martial Metal, 1 Borreload Savage, and of course, the 1 copy of Herald of the Arclight. Side deck here is a little bit more basic. 2 Lancia, 1 Pankratops, 1 Jizukuru, 1 Thunder King Kaiju, triple copies of 3 Tactical Talents, triple copies of Twin Twisters, triple copies of Evenly Matched, and 1 copy of Red Rebuto, wrapping up your chunk of deck list for this video. Like I said, the format's constantly evolving. You still have a lot of the old favorites that were here from last format. Hi, I'm Dragon Link. Nothing happened to me. I'm still here, guys. And they're still continuing to brew their ugly head into today's metagame. Whether or not for better or worse, they are still here. So guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about these lists. And well, guys, I'm out. Peace. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.